We, the electrical workers, are not organized for strikes or anything of the kind, but simply to promote our business and to raise it to the level where it belongs, and also to take care of each other.
Just 3 months before that statement appeared in the Paterson News, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers chartered Local Union No. 102 on January 17, 1900, to serve Paterson, New Jersey and vicinity, its electrical industry, and the electrical workers that would power it over the next 125 years.
I was fortunate enough to be in this local where they had good electricians.
And I remember when I became, I think, a fourth-year apprentice, I was making as much as my father, who had worked for 30, 40 years for this company without a union contract. I knew at that time how great it was to become a union member.
You know, we're, I think, an integral part of northern New Jersey, and, everybody knows 102.
11 electrical workers, wiremen, and linemen put their names to the charter that established Local 102 125 years ago. Determined and undeterred at a time when unions faced severe resistance from businesses and industries, those charter members set the foundation that would provide thousands of Local 102 union electrical workers with a better future and the benefits and protection that only a union can offer.
If you're part of this local, you're really, really happy to be here and be proud of it. At the end of the day, we find ourselves in a really good place now.
I don't think I would have the pension or the benefits I have today if I wasn't in the local. I'm so thankful for that. I worked for a lot of good journeymen who knew the business, who grew up with the business. Matter of fact, a lot of the journeymen that I worked with, they started in the business in the early 1900s when the local was new.
Overseeing the union electrical industry in its original jurisdiction of Bergen, Passaic, Morris, Sussex, and Warren counties, Local 102 established its footing and then steadily grew during its first 30-some years, as its members helped develop the Paterson area, including maintaining a hydroelectric infrastructure that featured the Great Falls Power Plant. But as New Jersey continued to develop, the IBEW established new locals in northern New Jersey, and Local 102 surrendered its western territory to those sister locals, while deciding to only serve Passaic and Bergen counties. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, the extreme lack of work forced Local 102 and sister IBEW Locals 581 of Morristown and 675 of Elizabeth to merge into Local 52 of Newark, which remained in effect until Local 102 was restored and rechartered on April 11, 1935. World War II military production, which in Paterson centered on Curtiss-Wright fighter planes and engine factories, and the strong post-war economy allowed Local 102 to sustain tremendous growth in its stature. As such, many of the benefits and protections, such as healthcare insurance and retirement pensions, were gained during that time. After allowing the non-union sector to evolve within its territory, Local 102 began a course of action in the late 1970s that, through enlightened leadership and a well-informed membership, allowed it to maintain a period of growth over the next more than 2 decades. Also during that time, IBEW Local 581 and Local 367 of Easton, Pennsylvania were amalgamated into Local 102 on December 1, 1993. And then on November 1, 1999, Local 675 was also merged into Local 102, further expanding the local's territorial jurisdiction and membership.
When I first started as an electrician, the wages for a journeyman was $3.75 an hour. I remember at an agreement meeting, one of our contractors says, his name was Alan Shapiro, Allen Electric. He says, "You watch, one of these days, electrician's gonna make $5 an hour." And we said, "What are you, nuts?" It was a change because it wasn't only Local 581 that merged with 102, it was Local 367, which was Easton Local. And it was really trying to put the puzzle together.
And take a look. I don't know of any better local right now in the IBEW.
At its 100th charter anniversary in 2000, Local 102 stood at some 2,600 members strong, and its territory included 9 counties in New Jersey and 4 counties in Pennsylvania. What's more, by that time, Local 102 had become recognized by the IBEW as both a leader in organizing and apprentice training.
There's an incredible opportunity here, like I said, to get educated by some of the best electricians around.
So you know you're getting somebody that is a well-trained electrician that can pretty much do anything that they're going to ask them to do.
We want them to learn how to do things the right way.
Through a long-standing tradition of excellence in training, Local 102 is able to provide its contractors and their customers with the highest quality of craftsmanship because of its comprehensive apprenticeship program, which ensures that the local's members are the best trained electricians in the industry. Working with the Electrical Training Alliance, Local 102 and the Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee with its employing contractors deliver educational excellence that helps ensure efficient and safe job sites, while the local certified instructors take pride in passing on their expertise to the local's apprentices.
You know, we here at the JATC believe that excellence in the field starts with excellence in training, and that happens here. You know, before these apprentices get out in the field and start working for these contractors, we get them first. So it's important that we lay a foundation of craftsmanship, of pride in your work, of education. You know, here at Local 102, we sell ourselves as the most knowledgeable workforce out there.
The biggest thing that makes this program unique, I would say, is the people caring from all the way up top.
The Local 102 5-year apprenticeship program provides a minimum of 900 hours of classroom instruction in the local's 16,000 square foot state-of-the-art training facility, which augments a minimum of 8,000 hours of paid on-the-job training, through which apprentices earn competitive wages and health care and pension benefits.
We are always changing. You know, we're always doing new labs, new things. We're redoing the training facility here, and that's hopefully going to take us for the next, 20 or 30 years, and then they'll change it again.
Like, you have a whole group of people that have your back, and like I said before, and support you, and you have so many avenues and so many different things you could do. Like the IBEW, especially being a girl, I think a lot of people are like, oh, I can't do that, but you can.
Through 125 years of apprenticeship, Local 102 has offered young men and women a path to a career, and the local's training facility is also utilized by its journey-level electrical workers for continuing education, so that the local's members keep pace with the ever-evolving technology of the electrical industry, further ensuring the Local 102 membership is the most highly qualified electrical workforce.
You know, we have to take the apprentices under our wings. We have to allow them to grow, because they're going to support, the companies, our pension funds, our healthcare funds, all that sort of stuff going down the future.
Gives them the pathway and skills to be able to make them employable down the road.
I feel really blessed to be here. I feel like I make good money, have good benefit. The paycheck to paycheck thing is all gone.
I think it's the foundation of everything we build from here, and I'm a big believer in lifelong learning, so it doesn't stop at the end of the apprenticeship.
Tragic 9/11 terrorist attacks on the United States of September 11, 2001, devastating national recessions in the early and late 2000s, Hurricane Sandy that ravaged the coast of New Jersey in late October 2012, COVID-19 pandemic that shut down America in early 2020 and claimed more than 1 million lives over the next 3 years. Local 102 has weathered the unique challenges of the new Y2K millennium. To that end, the local opened its new, ultra-modern 50,000 square foot headquarters and training facility in Parsippany, New Jersey in January 2007. It opened its doors to the manufacturing sector when it welcomed IBEW Local 2066 of Newark after it was merged into Local 102 in 2009. And it has remained not only politically active, but politically vital, while continuing to give back to its communities through a range of charitable efforts.
We spend probably $600,000 a year in political contributions, quarter an hour to our men and women, but Again, you know, the project behind this building, same thing for them. We helped them out with the politics, and we ended up wiring apartments that might otherwise have gone non-union.
Local 102 is a great local. Beautiful building here compared to, when I tell you, our little room that we met in and when I first got in compared to this building, it's unbelievable.
It's the members themselves that benefit from the local. You know, they're supported for their careers. They can retire with some dignity. You know, they're given their, provided with health care and the things, and they make a good living wage.
It's a great team we have here. I was very fortunate that my dad and Joe Fiore, a past president, allowed me to build a farm league. It's something I feel very strongly about.
With solar and data center projects helping to boost employment while it has adapted to the economics of modern times to be competitive in all venues, Local 102 has made an undeniable comeback on its way to celebrating its 125th charter anniversary in 2025. And as always, the local and its more than 2,500 members continue to pride themselves on their ability to deliver the best electrical craftsmanship available to the local's more than 200 employing contractors and end users. A true testament to Local 102's 125-year legacy of service to its members, its communities, and the electrical industry.
You have 2,500 families you're trying to feed, trying to put enough runway in front of them that it all adds up to a full-time career with a nice pension, and it's a challenge, you know.
Lived in a fairly new home most of my life. Sent my daughter to college. It's been good.
The I.B.E.W. has basically given me everything. It's given me everything I have. It's given my family everything they have. I mentioned I was fortunate to follow in my dad's footsteps. You know, he was a guy that came from nothing, and this gave him everything.
We're here to stay, that's for sure.
You know, we are. We're the best damn local in the I.B.E.W.